Hi, this is Angie, and I blog for the Alzheimer's Association. Last time I actually wrote a blog was last February. A lot's happened since then, and my life has been very busy. Haven't had a lot of time to just sit down and put thoughts to paper. Thought about getting in touch with you again, but I think this will be easier, my just talking to you. Last time I blogged, I wrote about the fact that at Valentine's Day, John forgot who I was. How painful that felt to me. And at the same time was kind of freeing because we'd always made a deal. If he couldn't remember who I was, it was okay for me to place him. So I found a lovely home, a 6-bedroom. It had people that were mobile and could gather around the table to have meals together. I didn't want him to be isolated in some of the places I looked at where he would be the only person that wasn't confined to a bed. So we spent a couple of dinners with them. We visited with them. I wanted to make sure John was comfortable, and we decorated his room with pictures from home. And when I dropped him off, they said I forgot to buy him slippers, so I went off to the store to do that, and they called me and said that he was out of control. He wanted to go home. He was trying to leave. They were forcefully trying to keep him safe in the house, and he was forcefully trying to leave. I ran over there and picked him up and brought him back home with me and tried to figure out what I was going to do. That was the only place that I had for him. And after some soul searching, I loved the place I was going to place him at, and I didn't want to disrupt the people that lived there routine. So I decided not to place John there and look for a larger location that had people trained in memory care and had a lockdown facility so that he couldn't escape. He could escape to the yard, but not outside that. And I found one. It was near my work, so it meant I could go at night after work or before I went, or at lunchtime if I just wanted to see him for a few minutes. So I did that. It was awful. He didn't want to be there. They asked me not to come for 2 weeks. That was really hard. We had to drug him because he was combative. And he walked and fell and got a concussion and went to the hospital. Got him back. 2 days later, he walked again, fell, went back to the hospital. And that's when they said maybe for his own well-being that we put him in a wheelchair. So we did. But my husband got so comfortable in that wheelchair that after his concussion had healed, he didn't want to walk anymore. So John hasn't walked since March. It was an adjustment for me because I had a change at work that required a lot of time from me and some travel. And I felt a huge disconnect between him being adjusted to the new facility and me being adjusted to being alone